Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Middleware Technologies. Today we will be looking at how we can encrypt and store secret data using GitHub Actions. Okay, so here in this article we will be trying to simulate this situation using a Python script that is going to call API, and this API is a third-party API that uses a secret API key and API secret, which we will try to encrypt using the GitHub and utilize it in the script. Basically, we are going to call the script using the GitHub workflow. Okay, so let us see how we can achieve this in this video. So I'm going to use Ubuntu 22.04. So this is going to be my runner that on which we are going to execute the GitHub workflow. Okay, so before going on with the action, let us try to understand what are secrets. So GitHub action secrets. So secrets are basically some type of confidential data like passwords, keys, tokens, like private keys, which we want to store and encrypt, which we want to encrypt and store in a secure manner. Okay, so GitHub action secrets provides us or facilitates us with that facility, wherein we can actually store the secret data using some kind of encryption, it uses lip sodium boxes to encrypt your secret data. Okay, and these secret data then can further be utilized in your workflow using the secrets context. So that we are going to see in this video. Okay, and one more thing that I wanted to mention, whatever secrets we are going to create in GitHub, they can be created at three levels. That is, one at the organization level, other one is at the environment level, and other one is at the repository level. And here in this video we will be focusing on creating these secrets at the repository level. Okay, so let us see how we can carry out this activity in this video. So as a first step, we are going to clone a repository. Okay, so here I'm going to use my own repository, that is LearnGit, which I'm going to use for this video. And you can also clone or fork this repository so that it gets into your account, and you can clone from your repository later. Okay, so it is not compulsory to use this repository. You can use any repository that you have, or you can create a new one. Okay, so let me show my repository. So I have already cloned it. So this is my repository LearnGit. So I'm using VS Code as a code editor for my this activity. Okay, so now let us see our next step, that is encrypting the secrets. So as I said, in GitHub we have facility to encrypt our secrets at three levels, that is organization level, environment level, and repository level. So here in this video, we are going to use encrypt our secrets at the repository level. Okay, so let me go to my browser and open GitHub. And let me go into my LearnGit repository, and you should go to settings, secrets and variables, and actions. Okay, so this is where you are going to store your secrets. Okay, so here you can see I already have a API key and API token secrets already defined, but let me try to define a new secret. So let me create a new secret. And let us name it as pass. And here we will provide our secret data. So let me give it as admin 1234. Okay, so this is going to be our key, and this is going to be our secret value that we are going to utilize in our script. Okay, so let me add this secret. So if you see, now we have our secret listed over here in the repositories. secrets. Okay, so this is how like we will be able to create our secrets in the secrets and variables section of GitHub repository. Okay, so let me now go into my article. So here like we have seen like how we can create a secret or encrypt a secret using the GitHub portal. Okay, so now let us go into our next step. The next step is creating a Python script. So as I said, like we are going to utilize a rapid API service which has a API key and secret, which we are going to utilize to like basically query the API service. Okay, so before running that script using the API key and secret, the first thing that we did is we have encrypted the API key and secret for that API service. Okay, so this is my script. Basically, let me open this in VS Code. So this is a very basic script wherein I am taking the API key and token as a input arguments, and we are calling the calculator. Okay, so this is my function wherein we are passing two names. Okay, and these sorry, so this function or definition is going to call this API. Okay, so this is my API URL. Okay, and I'm going to pass this API URL with this query string and these headers. So these headers contain the API key and token. Okay, so we can call our API using the request module, and this is how like we are going to call the API service. Okay, so once we have a response, like we are converting it into a JSON data, and we are returning that data to the program that has called this function. Okay, so in our case, like we are calling this from the same script. Okay, so this is a very basic script wherein we are actually querying a API service using the API key and token. Okay, now let me go into my article. So now we have our script ready. Okay, the next step is creating the workflow. Okay, so here like what we are going to do is we are going to create a workflow wherein we will check out the repository, and we will try to install Python in our environment, like in our runtime or runner we can say, and then we are going to execute our script, that is call our Python script that we have created in our previous step, and we are going to call that using the API token and API secret data that we have stored using the GitHub secrets. Okay, so let us see like how our workflow looks. So this is my workflow. Okay, so as I said, like we are running the Ubuntu 22.04 runner on which this workflow is going to execute, and this is going to be the first step, that is checking out the repository, and then we are installing Python on top of the runner. Okay, so once we have the Python package installed, like we are installing the dependent packages, that is PIP packages, which is the request module. So this request module is going to be used to call the API service. Okay, so once we have all the required components installed and the repository checked out, the next thing that is going to be that we are going to do is executing the Python script. Okay, so here you can see like we are querying the rapid API service using Python. So we are calling our Python script using the API key and token. Okay, now these are environment variables. Okay, but how we are getting these environment variables? We are getting these environment variables using the secrets. Okay, so you can see the API key and API token are environment variables, and their values are basically the secrets context, that is API key and API underscore token. Okay, so this is how like you can basically capture or retrieve your secret data which are stored using the names like API key and API token. Okay, so this is one type wherein you can retrieve your secret data, or you can retrieve them using the with key also, like as a input data. Okay, so let me just do another step over here. As we have created one API secret, so let me try to execute another step here, print pass, and here what we are going to do is we are just try to echo that value. And let me remove this API token, and now here environment, like we will just try to get that environment, get that secret, okay, from secrets. So our secrets is going to be with secrets context dot the name of the secret. So this is how like you can retrieve your secret. So let me store this, and let me push this data. So this is my commit message. So let me commit and push the changes. Okay, so now like we have seen like how we can create a workflow, and I have elaborated on that workflow, like what exactly is happening, and then we have pushed the changes. Okay, so now let us try to validate the workflow. So for that, like we need to go into our repository and go into actions. So here you can see rapid API query rapid API service using secret key. So this is our workflow, and let me open my workflow. So here you can see this is our workflow that got executed right now. Now let us try to see each step that has carried out. So it has checked out the repository, and it has installed Python for us, and then we have installed the request package. This is the request package that we installed, and then we have tried to query the rapid API service using our Python script, that is we have called the local calculator.py script using the API key and token, and it has responded with our data, that is Adam and Eve percentage is 67, result is all the best. So this is our JSON response that we have received from the API service. Okay, and the other thing that we have done additionally is we have created one more API secret, that is pass, and we have tried to capture that value using the echo the pass environment variable. But as you can see, the secret data is encrypted. Okay, so you won't be able to like see the data when it is actually used in the workflow. Basically it is like masked or redacted, but the value is actually utilized in the workflow whenever you are going to utilize that variable or data. Okay, so this is how like you can use the GitHub secrets to store your secrets and utilize them in the workflow. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you all, thanks for watching this video, and you guys have a great day.